The entertainment world is in mourning today after the family of British broadcaster Sir Michael Parkinson confirmed the 88-year-old's death following a brief illness. His family confirmed the tragic news in a statement which said, "After a brief illness, Sir Michael Parkinson passed away peacefully at home last night in the company of his family. The family request that they are given privacy and time to grieve." Parkinson's death comes just 8 years after he was given the all-clear following 2 years of treatment for prostate cancer. He was diagnosed with the disease in 2013 and speaking at the time he explained it had come as a great shock but told that he was expected to make a full recovery. He said, "The cancer specialist said, 'I will assure you, you will not die of this. I am concerned about it, of course, but I am not frightened of it.'" And the expert was right. He wrapped up treatment and was given the all-clear in 2015, becoming a patron of Yorkshire Cancer Research, to help support better diagnosis, treatment, and care for those living in the region. He added of his own cancer journey, "I soon learned there is so much more to cancer than simply having access to the best treatment. The experience showed me how important it is that more support is provided to address the emotional, physical and practical needs of cancer patients and their loved ones. When I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, I was shocked. But the doctors were very positive, and I soon had a good treatment plan in place which put me at ease." Unfortunately for the journalist, these aren't the only health woes he has faced with over the years. In 2017 he had to learn how to walk again after having spinal surgery to correct 2 ruptured discs. The star told the Sunday Mirror at the time, "I've been ill for the last 5 years. I've overcome prostate cancer, but it's been a difficult period of my life. And my spinal operation has involved a long and unpleasant recovery. But in many ways what gets me through is the thought of not becoming redundant. I don't want to be on the waste heap, and that more than anything else is the best motivation for anyone growing old." Parkinson went on to admit had been encouraged to have the surgery for 2 months prior to actually having it and claimed had kept the inevitable at bay for 11 years. He told how the operation was actually worse than having cancer, as he was unable to move the way he wanted to after at the age of 82. "Cancer changes your life. But the worst thing of all was the spine operation last year," he admitted. "The problem with that of course is that you can't walk. There was a slight complication when I had the op, but fortunately, I was in the hands of a friend who is a neurosurgeon. I can't walk like I could. I can't dance like I could or play golf anymore. But as long as I can still work and the mind is there, that's all that matters." He reassured his fans during his recovery that he could still stagger around to do his work as there was nothing wrong with his mind. And while this may have been true, he did later confess in 2018 that he had started to lose some memory and was struggling with his previously encyclopedic knowledge of the world's biggest stars. "It'd be a liar if I said I found it as easy to work as I used to. I used to have an extraordinary memory and now I forget things. But that's something that inevitably happens with age and a small price to pay," he told the Mirror. Throughout all of his health lows, he praised his wife Mary, who he married in 1959, for giving him the get up and go that he needed to avoid becoming a bad-tempered oaf in his old age. He told the Mirror, "She has been wonderful all the way through. That's one of the tests of marriage, I suppose. There have been awful moments when she must have felt lousy treating this bad-tempered oaf who wanders around the house and falls down occasionally, but she's never let it affect our relationship. She gives me a good beaking now and again," he added. "I'm still recovering from the back injury. I had to learn how to walk again properly. If I see stairs in front of me and no handrail, it's a bit of a problem, but I'm getting stronger. The thing at my age is to retain a degree of fitness where you don't become a doddering old talk show host." The star went on to talk about death, and previously said of his ideal death, "I will die on stage. I work out of choice, not necessity. To be able to do that is the greatest freedom." He went on to share his deepest desires for his passing, insisting he didn't want to experience the same indignity his beloved mother had endured. She suffered from dementia, and when she died aged 96, she had transformed from her sparky self to thinking I was her brother. He added, "I'm not a very religious man and I don't believe in an afterlife, so I am just resigned to one day, I suppose, dying with as much dignity as I possibly can." Sir Michael Parkinson is said to have died peacefully at his home on the evening of August 16. Since his death, a number of famous faces have paid tribute to him, including the BBC's Director General Tim Davie, who hailed Parkinson as the king of the chat show and an incredible broadcaster and journalist. He said, "Michael was the king of the chat show and he defined the format for all the presenters and shows that followed. He interviewed the biggest stars of the 20th century and did so in a way that enthralled the public. Michael was not only brilliant at asking questions, he was also a wonderful listener. Michael was truly one of a kind, an incredible broadcaster and journalist who will be hugely missed." Former BBC newsreader India Willoughby also shared a touching anecdote about the time she met Parkinson in the 80s, writing, "Be sad to hear about Michael Parkinson. When I was doing my journalism training, he came to give us a talk at Stradbroke College, later Richmond College, in Sheffield. Mid-1980s. All in awe of him. Said was the best job in the world. Well, for a time, you were the best. R.I.P. Parky." And British singer and actress Elaine Paige also shared a lovely tribute, describing him as a legendary interviewer. Sharing a picture of the Baroness, formerly Twitter, she said, "Such very sad breaking news that Sir Michael Parkinson has died. Have known him for many years, sang on his TV chat show and attended many events with him. A legendary interviewer that will be remembered as the best of his profession. We will never see his like again."